Well, that was a bloodbath. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Authentically Ridiculous. My name is Jeremy, and I am ridiculous, and I hope that you are too. I am sick. I apologize. I got sick the other day. I thought it was just allergies, but I think it's more than that, unfortunately. But anyway, still watched semifinal 1 and semifinal 2, and that's what we're going to talk about today, the results. And very interesting. A bit of a bloodbath in semifinal 2, which we were kind of expecting, but the odds got it right. Semifinal 1 was a little different. So I have up on the screen the semifinal 1 and 2 qualifiers. Let's move them over. There we go. A little more prominent here. There we are. Okay, so semifinal 1. We had Moldova, Sweden, Croatia, Greece, Portugal, Georgia, Italy, Finland, Montenegro, Estonia, Israel, Germany, Belgium, Lithuania, San Marino, Poland, and Serbia. Of those, where are we here? Germany and... Why am I blanking here? I'm tired. Italy and Germany did not have to worry about qualifying. They are part of the Big Four, so they're just there to perform. So you could kind of see what they're doing. In the second semifinal, we had Bulgaria, Azerbaijan, Romania, Luxembourg, Czechia, France, Armenia, Switzerland, Cyprus, Austria, Latvia, Denmark, Australia, Ukraine, United Kingdom, Albania, Malta, and Norway. And of those ones, there were 3 that didn't have to worry about qualifying. They're already in the, they're part of the Big Four, but also the host country. Host country is Austria this year. France and United Kingdom performed as well. So, semifinal 1, Moldova qualified. Absolutely great. I mean, they brought a lot of energy. It was a wonderful opener. Aliona Moon's vocals, Satoshi's rapping. Everybody was on point, and it was a great, energetic opening to the show. Sweden came in next at number 2. From what I understand, Felicia might be sick. There's a couple of them that are sick. Jonas from Norway is reportedly sick. There's a possibility Lelica from Ukraine and Antigone from Cyprus might be sick as well, but we'll get to that in a bit. Sweden, a great show. Little less power on the vocals this time, but she still put on an amazing show. I love Sweden. It's my favorite song, the one that stuck in my head the most this year. Not my favorite to win, but it is my favorite song of the bunch this year. Croatia, so glad that they qualified. Such an amazing powerhouse performance with all of them. Their vocals were immaculate. People were a little worried going into it, but they absolutely delivered, and it stands out amongst the other songs as well. Greece, of course, was a favorite to go in as well too, and just amazing that the first 4 qualified this year. Greece was all over the place. The prop was amazing. The interactions were great. Some people think there might have been a little too much going on stage. I love that. I'm all about that kind of thing. But some people don't like that. So it'll still be a huge televote choice. But I'm not sure how the juries would have awarded it or not. Bit surprising is that Portugal did not make it through. Portugal has a good diaspora. They've been doing really, really well in recent years. So this is their first non-qualification in a little while. It was a very pretty song. I liked it. I would have put it in over Serbia.
You take those words back!
But we'll get to that. Georgia, I'm so sad for these guys. The stage was a little bare. They're returning winners from Eurovision Junior, but that doesn't always mean anything. Great song. I love it. I love the studio cut of it. It is definitely on my playlist, and I wish them the best. Italy, Sal Da Vinci, as I've said before, it's kind of one of those songs for me. I liked San Marino's one better, but the public didn't. Finland is still number 1 in the odds to win. I was 100% sure that Finland was going to be the winner on Saturday, but now I'm not 100% sure about that, and we'll get to that because of a qualifier in the second semifinal. But Immaculate as always. Pette and Linda delivered. Linda played live. There's only one little tiny part where she doesn't, and that's just as she's running from the pulpit that's on fire all the way to the backstage part. But everything else she plays live. Immaculate, amazing. I still think that they will win, but we will see. They probably either came in first or second in their semifinal. Montenegro, this one surprised me that they didn't qualify. Again, I would have put this in over Belgium. Belgium's vocals were very weak. I don't know what happened, but they were very weak. The song going into it wasn't exactly one of the most popular ones, but anyway, I'm not sure what happened with Montenegro. Honestly, I thought it was really well done. I thought that she was definitely going to qualify, but anyway, she didn't. So for me, that was a shock non-qualifier. Estonia, it was on the cusp. They performed very, very well, but it wasn't enough to make it in to the final, unfortunately. Fuck! They've been and performed for Switzerland in the past, and now I think it was Switzerland representing their own home country of Estonia. Didn't make it, unfortunately, but you know they did a really good performance, so bravo to them. Israel, I think we kind of knew one way or another Israel was going to qualify. They always do with the televote. His vocals weren't great. Weren't as strong. Maybe he was one of the sick ones as well too. I'm not sure, but still, I mean, I think definitely a good qualifier, and you know, it's a fun song. It's one of those songs about a woman. There's a few of them this year. Germany after that, one that we didn't have to worry about qualifying. They're one of the big four. The song is fun, but it's so bland. It's just I'm on fire, fire. Yeah, it's just typical. So in the final, this might be in the running for 0 points or for the lower part of the table. I don't know. We'll see. Belgium, like I said, a weird one for me, a weird qualifier. I was not expecting it to, but it did. And usually there's at least one shock qualifier versus non-qualifier. I still would have put Montenegro in over them. Lithuania, there is a place for it. Like I said before, it's not exactly my personal favorite, but it's an artistic song and absolutely belongs in Eurovision. So I'm glad that Lion Sika is going to get to perform in the grand final. His vocals were a little shaky too, according to some people that were there live, but I'm sure he has time to polish it as well. San Marino, I'm sorry to Senhit. I know she really, really, really wanted to do it. She's qualified before in 2021, but the song was better. I still think that this one is better than the Italian song this year itself, but you know, they came, they had fun, they did their thing, and they enjoyed it, as far as I know. Poland was another bit of a surprise because the song is so chopped up and all over the place, but Alicia did deliver. Her vocals were arguably probably one of the strongest in this semifinal, so maybe that's what delivered it. I don't know if it was the juries or the televote that would have put her over that line, but congratulations. So that's awesome. Poland is back in the grand final. And then Serbia. I mean, the show, yes, it's a very good stage show, but those vocals were terrible. Like, even the screamo part wasn't as strong. It really sounded bad. Are you fucking kidding? But that's coming from someone that doesn't like screamo, so. Anyways. So yes, we lost Portugal, Georgia, Montenegro, Estonia, and San Marino in semi-final 1. Semi-final 2. Bulgaria opened the show, lots of energy. This is not a song I particularly am fond of. But it is the most popular song of this year's class on TikTok anyway, the dancing and stuff. And she was able to deliver amazing dance moves and vocals. So very, very well-deserved qualification. So number one, like the first song to perform in semifinal one and the first song to perform in semifinal two, both qualified. So congratulations to them. Azerbaijan, we knew it wasn't going to qualify. I felt bad. Do you ever get that feeling when you're watching something and you just know they're not going to qualify just because of the odds, or like everything's stacked against them, and you kind of hope that there's some sort of miracle that's going to happen, because she performed it so well. And it's sad. It's always nice to be able to be like lower in the odds, like Don's was for Latvia, and qualify when nobody thinks you're going to. And I mean, it's just such a good feeling to be able to do that. So I'm sorry for Azerbaijan. Romania's song, the vocals weren't as strong as normal, aside from the operatic parts. Those were fine. I got the hint of nerves possibly from her, but she still qualified. This one and Serbia are going to be fighting for the points in the grand final. I do think Serbia will end up in the lower part, whereas Romania will be on the upper part. Could possibly get a top 10 for Romania this year. So, hey, all three countries that returned, Moldova, Romania, and Bulgaria, have qualified. So that's amazing. That's so wonderful. Luxembourg, however, which just came back 2 years ago, has lost a qualification streak. Sorry, guys. It was a great song. I liked it. I heard that it was probably the most popular song with children this year as well.
And I hate children.
But children aren't the ones getting to vote. They don't have the money to vote. So I think she was a little nervous. There were a few bum notes in there, but still not the worst performance of either semifinal. We're going to get to that one very soon. But I liked it. And the staging was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Great use of the LEDs. So I'm sad that Luxembourg didn't make it through this time. Czechia, oh my God. When they left him till last to announce as a qualifier, everybody was like freaking out, because he absolutely is the best vocals of semifinal two for the males, I will say. And I'm so glad that he qualified. If you watch back when they're showing like all the delegations while they're waiting to be announced or not, he actually leans over and you can see what he mouths to one of his dancers. He doesn't think he's going to make it. And yet, Switzerland, I think, Veronica was mouthing that it was going to be Czechia that got the last one. Oh, it was suspenseful, very suspenseful. But I'm so glad Czechia is back in the final. Well-deserved. His vocals are haunting. He seemed so comfortable on stage. But I've also heard that he isn't heavy on social media. So perhaps staying out of that bubble is a good thing, because it keeps your head, just screwed on straight and lets you focus better. So I'm so glad he's in. France, the first one that didn't have to qualify because they're an automatic qualifier. I mean, Monroe is amazing. Her vocals are absolutely astounding. And she's 17 years old from Utah. And she's going to go a long way. I don't know how it's going to do at the grand final. The last couple of years, France hasn't done exactly really, really well, surprisingly, despite the really good deliveries. I think there's opera fatigue as well, too, which might kind of strike down Romania just a little, but I think it'll hit France more because the last two winners have been operatic. But you never know. I mean, we could be looking at a France bid to win even this year. So who knows? I don't see it myself. But I do think France will be a top 10 finisher in the grand final. I am devastated that Armenia didn't make it in. I loved his performance. The most energetic next to Bulgaria. The song is so much fun. It's an earworm. It's one of my top 10. I think it's one of my top 5, actually, if I remember correctly. But what else could Simon have done? It was such a great song. I loved it. His energy was great. Absolutely amazing. Probably marked down a bit by the juries, but so it was probably a televote that would have brought him through. But either way, just so sad. Switzerland after that, I didn't think it was ever a contender. This song is a very Alanis Morissette, Sheryl Crow kind of more North American appeal than perhaps Europe sort of thing. That's just the vibe I got from it. The staging was a little all over the place. And I still, even just talking to a few other people that were watching like the video and stuff, they didn't quite understand the point of the song. Like, myself and them thought it was just a girl that was kind of pining for another girl that was getting married to a guy from the music video. But again, it's a stalkerish sort of vibe, so I didn't get that. I don't know. But I'm not surprised Switzerland didn't make it in this year. Cyprus, the weakest vocals of the entire semifinals.
I beg your pardon?
Now, like I said, I think that Antigone may have been sick. It sounded like Ella. Do you remember Ella? Ella? Also from Cyprus years ago. I can't even try to do it because my voice is all messed up. But that's all I could think of. And she was struggling to hit any note. And so I'm like looking at her, I'm like, she's not qualifying. But she did. I'm so surprised. Probably because Greece was able to vote, and Greece and Cyprus are like this. They'll do the same thing in the grand final. They'll give each other 12 points. That's just how it goes. Political block voting. But I don't know. I wasn't impressed.
What a fucking liar.
I would have put through Latvia. I 100% would have put through Latvia or Armenia over Cyprus. Austria, it's the host country. They don't have to qualify this year or this time, but he delivered very solid vocals. Tanshine, very good. Cosmo, like he was really good. Latvia, I'm so sad. Anna, beautiful song. I mean, it would have probably helped to have English subtitles there, but it was beautiful. Everything was beautiful about it. The staging was immaculate. Her vocals were absolutely on point, which is why I don't understand. Because yes, Cyprus had amazing visuals, but again, there was like the vocals just weren't there. They were not solid at any point.
You take that back.
Latvia had perfect staging, perfect vocals the whole time. So I'm really shocked that Latvia didn't make it through. Denmark, I knew it was going to go through. This is still up in the odds to be like one of the top 5. Is he still in the running to win? I don't think so. I don't think so. Looking at the chat that was going on in YouTube and stuff, a lot of people were like, what is this? I don't understand it. I think it's a 2-horse race for first and second, and the next one after Denmark, which I still love that song, by the way. Absolutely one of my favorites. Australia, I think Delta Goodrum could be in it at nipping at the heels of Pete and Linda to win. And if Australia wins, it's the first time Australia will have ever won.
Yes. Oh my God.
And it's exciting. I don't think that they can host it because it's cheaper to just bring Australia's delegation to Europe. So say it was Australia won and Finland came second, Finland would probably host it still. So it'd still be a win-win. Or it'd be UK, because UK and Australia are super associated with each other. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I was shocked watching the performance. Delta delivered in spades. Like, holy, she did not miss any note. The final moment, oh my God, it's like a feast for your eyes and your ears. It was just amazing. So good job, Australia, coming back in after 2 non-qualifications. Sadly, I loved Milk Alley and Milkshake Man. I loved them, and I know for a fact that Milkshake Man would have made it through had they not muted the audience last year. And they aren't muting the audience this year, which is good. So I think that they were like, oh, we'll give Gojo a chance because we fucked up. So it was on us. But we'll do this Australia versus Austria thing, which was arguably worse. It was so cringy. The male host, I don't know what it is. He's so cringy. Hazel was cringy last year, but in a good way. This one, I'm struggling. I did think the opening of semifinal 2 was funny with their like parody of JJ. The hosts tend to be doing these parodies, like they did the parody of Loreen Tattoo the one year after and so on. But I just I don't know, it's cringy. I think the female host is a little better, but they're both, I don't know, they just seem really disjointed. It's just, but that green room is beautiful.
Thank fuck.
My goodness, what a beautiful green room for all of the countries that are taking part. Sorry, back to this. After Australia, another amazing vocal. Like I said, I think Lilica was ill because she did not nail the high note, and when they were showing like the recaps during the voting period, they focused in on that part where she's supposed to deliver that really high note, and she flubbed it. But she did recover. So and Ukraine has a huge diaspora, so I don't think we were too worried that Ukraine was, not going to qualify. United Kingdom, fun performance. Some people were calling it a troll performance. I don't know about that. I know some people that are in the Eurovision space of going over, like, giving comments and feedback and stuff on them, aren't a huge fan of them, like musical specific people. But I think it's fun. It's a good televote magnet a little bit. I don't think they're going to get 0 points this year. I really hope they don't. But it's fun. It's a fun entry. And again, it's the most British entry they've sent in years. Albania, amazing. I don't know if that's his real mother that was on stage with him, but it added to the poignancy. This is the only song that made me cry out of all of them. And having the English subtitles on screen, mwah, chef's kiss. Great idea. Same idea that Lucio had last year, Lucio Corsi for Italy. It just made it so much better. Malta,
Serving cunt.
I am surprised went through. He had good vocals, but the staging, like when they talked about it on ESC Gabe's channel, I was like, oh, this is great. They're hyping it up. I don't think it delivered.
Are you fucking kidding?
I don't. I don't. I was watching it. I'm like, I don't think this is going to qualify, but they did. It was okay. If he qualified, I mean, he did qualify, but it was probably on the lower echelon of the table. And it was probably the juries that got him through, because Malta historically has never done well with the televote, but who knows. And we finished off with Norway, another one that was kind of surprising for some people, but I mean, he was in the odds to qualify, and he performed really well. He's very much Freddie Mercury, kind of like it's Queen style, like that style of performance. And it was good. It was a good show finisher. So now, I don't know. I'm sad that Cyprus made it in over Latvia or Armenia. I would have switched Cyprus and Malta out for Armenia and Latvia. That's just me.
You are one pathetic loser.
And in the first semifinal, like I said, Montenegro instead of Belgium. But here we are. We have our full roster. They have not, at the time of recording this, they have not released the running order yet for the grand final. I don't think so. Anyways, let me just do a quick look here.
Jesus Christ.
No, not yet. Still waiting on it, but we'll see what they're going to do for it. I'm excited, and I hope that... I mean, I do get to watch it on Saturday, and I hope I'm feeling better for it, but it's going to be like a 4-hour show. JJ's performance today of his new song, Unknown, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Very superb. He's probably going to do Wasted Love at the grand final. And actually, what I'd like to see is his song, like Wasted Love with Erika Vikman, which I heard she's going to be performing anyway, like they did at UMK. He was kind of like a surprise in her performance, and I would love to see that. I'd love to see that again. Maybe worked on as well, and bring in more people. That would be so much fun. Ruslana's supposed to be there. She's probably going to perform Wild Dances. I'm excited about that. I love that. And who knows what other surprises we're going to get in the grand final. But let me know down below what you guys think. Do you think somebody else should have gotten through over the ones that did? Let me know. And we will see what happens at the Eurovision Grand Final this coming Saturday. I'm ridiculous, and I hope you are too.